YouTube. How are we doing this fun Memorial Day morning? Yes, and it is the crack of dawn morning. It's just we getting in our groove, guys. I came in. My load actually is about 200 miles from here. So I actually had to pass through our yard. So I decided I'm going to come home. There's nothing wrong with that, you know what I mean? But the thing about coming home is I'm very obsessive. I've got to make sure I get a lot of stuff done because, being an over the road truck driver, it's imperative I try to get as much as stuff done when I get home. Presently, right now, um, we are in the growing season. So 1 week, 8 days, or whatever, especially the front, because I've been highly putting fertilizer down. I put hydrogen and other things to beef up the front lawn. The back lawn is like really different. Hey, good morning, Mike. How you doing? The back lawn is different because it's actually more shaded in the back than the front, and that kind of protects it from the summer heat, which is it's kind of give and take. So we're working on that, but being old and those kind of things, I just had to. I know I need to take it easy because, like right now, I'm limping more than normal because walking back and forth, back, that stuff. It adds it adds to the drama, but I'm happy I got a lot of stuff done. One of my lights went out on my trailer, and I got another one, but I got everything working. But when I hit the brakes, the actual light goes out. So I might have to take it to like a trailer shop if I can find one. It's probably a simple. No, just the light goes out on that one. I still have brake lights on the other side, so I got to work on that. Probably take it to a trailer shop. It's probably something really simple. It's only 3 freaking wires, but they don't make it easy anymore. They're not the same color as the one that I had to disconnect, and it's a hot boogle mess. But you know how that goes. Um, Today is Memorial Day, and the thing about that is, it's funny. We worry more about these holidays, but don't even understand the meaning of that. I believe Memorial Day is the day where. Before I open up my mouth, let's see here. Hold on, got my phone. And, okay, I'm gonna say it before I embarrass myself. A day on which those who died in active military service are remembered. Traditionally observed on May 30th, but now officially observed on the last Monday in May. So these are the guys that have passed away in wars, um, in conflicts, in the line of duty in the military. Um, I've never been in a combat zone, but I've been on a combat ship. uh, Being in the military is a whole different ball game compared to regular schmegler um, life. And for especially for a grunt and you guys like that, man, my hat's off to you. Um, in the way, in the the way that the military is treated nowadays, it's always it's all this. Thank you for your service, welcome home. Thank you for your service, welcome home. But then they cut all of the you know all of the things that has to do with veterans and stuff like that. But thank you for your service. Come on, man, really. And and it's a stickler to me because I started noticing it getting back into cruising that they had they have on Carnival they have a thing where you go and you celebrate the armed forces, but now they've added uh, the first responders and in the you know the 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 space force, making it's embarrassing. I understand celebrating the wives that are the wives of you guys that have been in the military, the wives and the family, but the space force and the first responders, take it however you want to take it. The first responder, you can quit. You can give up your job and walk away. But once you raise your hand and say, I do solemnly swear to blah blah blah, it's honestly a form of legal, like everybody talk about the going into jail is legalized slavery. No, no, no. The military is legalized slavery. I mean, you get paid for it, but once you do that, your body belongs to the armed forces of the United States. You can get written up. See that? I got an actual tattoo. You can get written up and get in trouble, court martial nowadays for having a freaking tattoo. This is my body. No, 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 not when you're in the military. Not when you're in the military. And you learn certain survival skills from staying alive. I mean, literally, especially if you're a grunt, staying alive, you know, aiming downrange and shooting and fighting, literally fighting for your life. You a lot of people that are military and ex-military, they come from poor houses, poor backgrounds, and you know, um, that's their only way out. You know, they didn't listen to mommy and daddy and study hard, and they found a place. They found a place in the armed forces. You know, I found a place in the Navy. I thought when you're young, you thought you knew everything. You just thought you knew everything. I know you can't. I know everything. You can't tell me nothing. I remember I've said it a million times, but I promise you, I cried myself to sleep every night in boot camp. They put it on. They put it on me. You know. But I was determined. I was literally determined to make it through. I was determined. And it's funny how when you you get to that point, that point of that determination, it falls back into, you know, life, life in general, that determination. It's when we talk about excuse me a second. We talk about, working out. I'm gonna use that as an example. When you're pumping iron, and when you work out and exercise, you're actually shredding, because when you put more and more weight, you're shredding your muscles. What do I mean by shredding? You're damaging yourself, and your muscles go into a repair mode, and they're actually, they fix each other. It's like pain. It's literally pain. Um, you're sore, and but you keep going. You have to keep going to get through the process of getting in shape, and building up your muscles and tightening up your stomach, and exercising and building that inner core, and all of that stuff that brings on the exercise. I remember, I wish they had pictures of it. They literally had, I wasn't that type of person, because I thought I was in shape, but I actually wasn't. We would go on jogs, as a group in boot camp. The group was here, running. I was way the heck back that way. And the petty officer, Filipino guy, he beat her standing next to me, and I'm trying to make my head down. Get go, you fat lazy American, you fat, get mother. And I learned to drown him out, because I wasn't going to give up. I wasn't going to stop. I wasn't going to throw in the towel. I wasn't going to make it. But I wasn't there yet. The pain was was that immeasurable, and it was unbelievable, because I was so out of shape. But I kept going. I didn't give up. And every time that guy, literally every time that guy seen me, he would drop. He'd drop right there. Drop, get me 20, you fat lady, you're so fat. Oh my God. And it it was to the point where I would see him, and I would try to maneuver and go another way. You're fat, you're so fat. I mean, that voice echoes in my head. You're fat. And I, and I remember, it's somewhere in all this junk over here. I wish I could. I can't do it now, but I got to look through these totes and find it, because I've been telling Charles about this picture. I got to find that picture so I can put it online or whatever. towards the end of boot camp, the petty officer, the chief petty officer, had said, if you don't make this run in a certain amount of minutes, you will automatically be set back 3 more weeks. It's like 3 more weeks or a month or something like that. And, I had been in the back of the pack the whole time I was there. But I was like, oh, not only heck no, but no. There's no way I'm going to stay in this place another moment, another second, another minute. And I was determined to finish that race in the allotted time. And I remember I asked, I said, who is running pace? The whatever this, they had a really in shape, another Filipino petty officer so-and-so. I said, okay. I stood by that guy. I stepped back a few steps, and I promise you, I chased him the whole freaking time. I didn't focus on the road, the path, nothing. I chased him. I literally chased him. You could see the the look of dread on my face, and they took a picture. You could see the look of dread. I chased him like he stole my last biscuit, and I haven't eaten in months. I chased him like I chased him like like if I'd be shot if I whatever it was. I chased that man till the end, and I got through. I said all that to say this. All the pain that we endure in life, in trials, in tribulations, all the stuff that we have to, as men, all the stuff that we have to take, it's even painful sometimes it's painful just to shut your mouth because you want to say it. All the pain that we have endured, even as little boys, I like Cindy Lou or whatever, and we get our heart crushed. Relationships, future relationships, bad choices, bad decisions, all of that pain is just like it's literally just like working out. Everybody, we're always quick to blame God, and we're quick to blame other people for our own decisions. But sometimes look at this. I'm at home and think, ain't that crazy? Sometimes pain brings about change. A lot of times pain can bring about a glorious change. That pain, even in your muscles, rebuilds them, repairs them, makes them stronger. That pain of the situations of life, even though the destruction, you know, the things that have gone on in our lives have teared us down to nothing. Our spirit is rebuilt and made stronger because we have been through the valley of the shadow of death. Now, I'm saying that to those people that have let go of the animosity and let go of the anger and let go of the blame game. You know, we talk about this is, you know, yes, it's Memorial Day, but I like to get a little crack in on be remotivating. We always say, well, why am I going through this? Why not? Think about it that way. Why not? You know, sometimes you have to go through the fire to be reborn. Sometimes, you know, to 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 make you into whoever you're going to become. You know, I would have never had this type of work ethic. I would probably be I'd probably be like 400 pounds right now if it wasn't for part of that is my work ethic. You know, I come home, it's not because, well, I'd say 50-50. Let's keep it 100. 50-50. I finally, I'm kind of compulsive person. When I like something, I'll go overboard with it. So yes, I was out there mowing or whatever, but I also knew that I got to start putting down mulch and stuff like that before the HOA comes in and it tells me, you know, I don't want you telling me this is my house, but I want my house to be more presentable because yes, it's my house, but it's also my wife's house. I think about those things. I come in, but I put all the effort in there, and I'm telling you, I'm sore as all get out right now. Half the time, half the time when you look at the videos, I just popped the video. I'm limping because I got really bad flat feet. I'm waddling. You see that video on? You'll see me going left, right, left, right. Man, I'm tired. You know, I could got on the wheel. It's called a sulky. I could have got on there, but I prefer to walk. But that work ethic keeps me and keeps my place. And I got to get out when the sun comes up, and I got to get them gutters because I've been putting that off. But that, I'm keeping my place up. You know what I mean? But in a sense, it goes back to what I'm saying is sometimes you have to go through the fire to toughen you up, to bring you to the point of where God wants you and has plans for you to be. And I'm saying this, I'm talking like, yeah, well, yeah, you're right. I am kind of compulsive. But and Charles is being polite, I am compulsive. And I can even bring up that I've done for everybody else my whole freaking life. I want to do something that makes me happy. I remember I was talking to my neighbor yesterday. I said lawnmowers because I said, we was laughing. I said I got to get back to my position as the head lawn guy on our street. He was laughing. I said you outdid me last year, but I'm taking the crown back. We were laughing, and I told him and I showed him my core aerator, and I said, I'm almost done. And I'll let you know and let you play with it. And we was explaining. He's like, bet, you ever need something, let me know. Because these are the things that I appreciate. I'm humbled because if I didn't have to go through the fires that I went through, if I didn't go through the trials and the tribulations that I went through, I wouldn't have been able to see part of the end result. Yeah, I'm in the junk room, but this is my junk room. I'm at a desk. I'm looking at you guys on a big 32-inch flat screen. I have it hooked up to a laptop. These are the blessings that God bestowed upon me. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm just letting you know that sometimes you have to go through the fire. You have to go through the flames. You have to go through the pain to be refined. When we have like if a regular French knife, a cooking blade, that blade has to go into a furnace. No matter the good ones and the better ones, the ones that are more expensive, you see knives are like $100. They're folded, heated up, beat down, folded, heated up, beat down, folded, heated up, beat down, folded, heated up, beat down. So there's layers to make it stronger and stronger and stronger. And then you just wonder why he says, good morning. And you wonder, so why am I going through my situations? Why am I being walked on, stomped on, whatever? I'm going, why am I going through this? I believe it's preparing you for your breakthrough, where God has a plan for you. Don't go through it mad, but just go through it. Get through it. Understand why was we going on? You know what I mean? Why? A lot of times you won't know till after you've been through it. A lot of times you won't know till after you've been refined. And then you sit back and you look and say, wow, I went through all that to have this. I never asked for nothing because I didn't know what I wanted. Now that I have a few things, I appreciate everything. I appreciate my friends. I appreciate the little family that I have, me and my wife and my son, whenever he's around. But when you've been through something, you learn to appreciate the path that brought you to that place. a lot of times people don't know the destruction that had to be go that had to go that you had to go through to get to the place where you're at right now. A lot of people don't know that. You've taken the blame for stuff that you had no reason to take the blame for. You've taken on the whole burden. It could be the head of the house, the family, everybody looks to you. You've taken all the burden and you've held on to it until one day you released it. And you just wonder, why am I walking a little lighter? Why am I talking a little lighter? There's a verse in a hymnal. We will understand it better by and by. Trials dark on every hand, we cannot understand. We want in this day and age with the phones, the laptops, the computers, we want everything right now. Well, sometimes God puts a veil over us so he can let us know that you need to trust him and go through the situations. He gives us options. You can either choose violence, you can choose peace, you can choose conformity, non-conform. We have a lot of choices. And if I could say anything today, I said, look, you can, regardless of what you're going through, exactly. Carrying the weight so long it seems normal, but sometimes it's not normal. But there's a reason. Maybe God looks at the whole group as a whole and says, well, that one can't handle it. 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 I'm gonna give it to you because I've already foreseen that you can handle it. And if I could say anything today, if I can make it through, do you see them? See them? If I can make it through, you can make it too. You can do it too. You can do it too. And it's like um it's not funny, haha, but it's like I don't know if you've ever seen that. Remember in if you guys have seen the movie Forrest Gump, where the sergeant, the guy he didn't have no legs, but he's helping Forrest. Everybody laughed at Forrest for buying the shrimp boat because he didn't know what he was doing. Every time he went, dredging for the shrimp, he got nothing. And he even went out when a storm was coming. And all the other boats stayed in. You see what I'm saying? And they got caught in the storm. And the sergeant, I think Sergeant Dax or whatever the heck his name was, and he was yelling and screaming at the storm. Is that all you got? Is that all you got? Because the man had been through something. and he was laughing and screaming. And sometimes when you're going through, you just gotta yell and scream. Is that all? Is that all you got? I've been through worse. I've been through storms. I've been through trials. I've been through tribulations. Is that all you got? A lot of times on these lives, you see, I'll be yelling and screaming, I'm working on the cussing. A lot of times these lives you see, I'm yelling and screaming because it gets passionate because I'm reminded of a past pain. I'm reminded of a past idiotic move that I did. I'm reminded of past choices. I'm reminded of all the F ups that I've done. But I'm also reminded that I made it through. And if you look on in the movie, they made it through the storm. They made it through the storm. All the other shrimp boat fleets, everybody that laughed at him was decimated. But Forrest made it through, came back, and then when they went back out, they had their pick of the ocean. They had their pick, and he became a millionaire. I'm not going to sit there and preach and say, yeah, any of us will become millionaires. It could be something might hit, but he became a millionaire because he made it through the storm. A lot of times it really isn't about the money. I've been broke before. Got a lot of credit cards now, but I'm still broke. But I can say that in here, I'm happy. The bombs and the bombs and missiles can fly over and take everybody out, but I'm happy in here. A lot of us don't know what happy is. It takes a while. A lot of times, just you don't think about it, but it'll come. It'll come when you least expect it. It'll come, and when it hits, it's like that. It's like that first time you've ever had a medium rare T-bone steak with that butter that's kind of infused with those like chives and all of those those nice seasonings that they put it all together and it's melted on the top of the steak and you can hear it sizzle. That porterhouse steak that's got the salt and the seasonings, not the fine stuff, but the coarse seasonings and that buttered, that buttered potato, that baked potato. It's got with the sour cream and the bacon. Well, some of us don't eat bacon, but you know what I'm talking about. It'll taste like that. And the more in anything, what am I saying? That you can do it. You can make it through your situation. I think it's somewhere in the Bible it says that he that endureth to the end shall have a crown. That's it somewhere. I gotta look that up. I gotta find my I got a book that I can find Bible verses. we have to see, and a lot of times, I say we, but a lot of times, folks, when they get their blessings, what comes with that blessings is arrogance. What comes with that blessings is selfishness and righteousness and foolishness. But I'm here to warn you, don't mess your blessings up. Don't bring that foolishness with it when your blessings finally come. Think about that. When your blessings finally come, don't mess it up. Don't mess it up. On this day, like everybody's barbecuing or whatever, but remember those, in a lot of us know folks that have died in the line, or we know of someone that has died in the line of duty. Remember them and respect them. Even just say a prayer. It's crazy. I remember it's funny. I hate the color of these walls. This is going to be my studio one day. One day. Morning, Miss T. Welcome in. Remember, because these are the times, a lot of folks, in these YouTube streets, y'all are young. As you can see, I shaved all the gray off. The reason I shaved it all off is for one reason. My wife likes it. Put on favorite cologne, and because I was I was smelling like hold up, let's do this. Hold on. It's been a while since we had a stinky booty confession. Well, it was one today. As soon as I came in the house, first of all, I know I was smelling like butt, but I stayed out. I stayed out in the yard and worked, and I cut the lawn. I dropped the mulch in the yard. I trimmed 2 bushes that were overgrown. I trimmed them up. Changed the light on the trailer. I did all of that. And I was tired, but I said, man, okay, let me. I need to go. I need to go. I said, I was saying it jokingly, and I said, I need to go wash. I need to go wash. Need to get to the shower. And the wife says, yeah. She said, yeah, you really do. It's so funny when you know you're funky, but you don't smell yourself. And people that love you, they ain't saying nothing, but they don't want to hurt your feelings, but you know you smell like behind. She said, yeah, you do. And see, I don't use the regular soap. I use the African soap. The soap that looks like a big, it looks like a big water turd. Yes, I was right. The soap that looks like a big water turd, that when you use it, it's got all kind of stuff in it, but boy, it really gets down to the funk. It gets down to the funkinization. I just made up a word. It gets down to the nitty gritty. And I just spent a good minute in there getting busy with this soap. And when them scrunchies, I don't want that poor scrunchie out. Scrunchie be like, it'd be like a little small ball. Mine about that wide because I done beat it to death. Oh Lord, get me straight. But ain't no buts. Yeah, I was funky. uh, but let's get back to the conversation. Even though you go through what you go through, I'm gonna say it like this. I'm not gonna just say don't. Try not to go through what you go through mad. Know that it's part of the growing. Just like my lawn, for that lawn to grow and fill out and be green, it has to be fed. It has to be fed nitrogen. It has to be fed certain irons and phosphorus and stuff. It has to be fed. Manure. Manure actually is full of good stuff. So sometimes you be in the shits and you're wondering, why am I in the shits? And you're actually being fed to move to the next level. Someone said, you know, to be you feel like you're being buried, but a lot of people understand this. You're being planted so you can grow into someone better. You grow into a better situation, a better outcome, a better life, a better something in the end result. So why not be like in the earlier part of the story what I was telling you about Sergeant Dax is that why not? Sometimes you just gotta scream it out. I'll be in my truck all the time and a lot of times I'll be like, thank you, Jesus, thank you. It's like you'll wonder why the truck swerving. I'm thanking God for another day, another moment, another second, another millisecond because I should have been dead 9 years ago. I should have been gone. I'm thankful for my friends. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my life. I'm thankful for even my obsessions that Charles says I got. Yes, man, I do. I'm thankful because at one point in my life, I didn't even have an obsession. I just had pain, sorrow, and that was it. And I didn't see the big picture. I didn't see that I was being prepared. I was getting the crap beat out of me, but I was being prepared. Because I can honestly say, God knows that I was a hard head. Dan, I got to beat you down. I got to take it all away from you. And then I'm going to give it back. It's kind of like a Job story. You ever get a chance to read the book of Job? and take it all from you so I can give it back to you. And then, like I said, I'm not rich like Job, but I'm rich in other things. In other situations, I'm rich. And I ain't got no problem saying it, you know, because you can be rich and be happy. You can be rich and be understanding. You can be rich and be humbled. Walking around with a humble spirit is unbelievable. Because I know the other spirit I used to have. You see what I'm saying? That spirit will keep you in a better place. You can go to sleep and not feel bad about it. You know? You can sleep, you just sleep and be and in the end result, all the stuff that I said today, the end result is if you don't think you can make it, there's going to be someone like me that's going to come along and say, yes, you can. Just don't give up. Just don't give up. There's a video. It's a movie. And his brother was in the movie. He had this idea for, I guess, a battery, but he was trying to make it, but the wife had enough, and the guy was I guess a dishwasher or something. You could see it's like bits and pieces on TikTok. And the wife divorced him and listened to everybody else instead of listening to her heart, and talked down to the guy. And the guy says, you know what? I'm sorry. Thank you for loving me. I don't want nothing in the divorce. He asked her, please don't do this. And she did it anyway. And right after they got divorced, the guy's idea for this battery hit. And now he's making millions. And I think he came back and he did the right thing. He said, I will always love you, but I think I didn't watch the rest of it, but he had to let her know I'm not in love with you anymore. And he even bought the woman's house or something like that. And good morning, Urban Garden Carlos. And he bought the woman's house back, her mother's house back, and stuff like that. And even wrote her a check. Said thank you, still thank you. I didn't, the last part, I think she got embarrassed because she went running back because she was really mean to the guy. And the guy, he was with someone else or something, like, long story short. But the thing is, you don't know where your change is coming or that breakthrough is coming. So instead of giving in and letting go, you need to see it through to the end. Yes, it's just a movie. But sometimes movies are based on reality. I don't know what you're going through. You can only understand what I'm going through because I've told you. But sometimes we have to come together and understand that life is here for a reason. We are here for purposes. We are here for we are here to to guide others, and we're here to be guided by others. We're here to learn from each other. I learned so much mess about being married and whatnot because I unclogged my ears to listen to other people that were humble enough to tell me, hey, no, don't do that, don't say that, don't do this, don't say that, blah, 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 blah. Do you see what I mean? Learn how to take a piece of humble pie and eat it and learn from whatever choices that let's put it this way. Let's see, hold on. We've all had poor life choices, but don't be that person that holds on to them. Don't be that person. Be that person that says, yeah, I effed that up, but we ain't gonna do that again. Don't keep doing the same thing over and over. We already know that. What's that that's the definition of insanity. Don't be insane. Don't keep doing it over and over. Try something new, because at the end you're going to have that breakthrough. I hope I can keep doing these motivational Mondays. You're going to have that breakthrough. It's so funny when I come home, my wife, she's like, what do you want for dinner? Trying to make this big elaborate, because that's how she does. I'm like, no, babe, it's something simple. I just wanted to be home. Something simple. Sometimes you don't need all that elaborate stuff. You just need something simple in your life to appreciate your life. Just to appreciate your life. I've hoped that any of the things that I've said today might have helped someone. Take a moment if you've known someone that on this Memorial Day, take a moment, bow your head, just give thanks for their service, thanks for their friendship and everything else that they've been through with you, or people that you remember. I remember on it was crazy, actually, on 9/11. I met an old man. I was in the house fixing his cable while 9/11 was going on. I didn't even know what. I thought everybody was watching the same TV show. It was on all the channels. But this guy showed me he had actually he was in the Battle of the Bulge, and he showed me all of his medals, that he had gotten. We don't realize the sacrifices that people in the armed forces have done for us. We'll never realize it. And guys, I just want to say thank you for coming in this morning. And one day this this is going to be my studio, or my studio in my relaxation room, or whatever. Who knows? One day. But just thanks for coming in. I just once again, guys, know you're really appreciated. Thanks for spending the last hour with me. We just chopping it up and saying thanks. Hopefully, I gave someone some motivation this morning. Just know that you are well. Enjoy the rest of your holiday. Just know if you don't think anybody loves you, know that God loves you and I love you too. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming through.